The Kabale District Senior Labour Officer Susan Gabawe has raised a red flag on the overwhelming non-payment and harassment cases reported by the workers. He reviewed this as Uganda joined the rest of the world to celebrate the International Labour Day. The national celebrations were held at St. Leo's College, Chagobe Playground in Fort Portal State under the theme Improving Access to Labour Justice. Speaking to our reporter in his office in Makanga at the district headquarters, Gabawe said he registers a minimum of 2 cases every day, ranging from non-payment, harassment, and unfair dismissals from work. He added that most of the cases come from hotels, private security companies, and schools around Kabale.
My office handles many cases daily. Like every day I handle like 2 cases. Those are like 10 cases every week. These cases basically they originate from private security companies, schools and hotels, and basically they are about unfair termination and non-payment of wages to employees. So basically those are the main areas where these cases stem from.
He however attributed this to ignorance of the law about labor rights, saying the Employment Act gives all unwritten contracts. He also rooted for public sensitization about labor rights. Gabawe further called the public to utilize his office, saying it's for free and doors open to address issues concerning the employer and the employee.
Employment Act section 25 talks about written and oral contracts. So the issue of contract is not a big deal, but basically the main challenge is ignorance about rights basically by employees. Majority don't know their rights and employers also don't know their rights. So you find the employer violating the rights of his or her employees because the employees don't know their rights. So the main issue is about employers and employees not being arrived to their rights, which are enshrined in the legal documents. That is a bad mentality and which is hindering services, which is stopping majority of the victims from accessing our offices. But as I said, our services are very free. We don't have any court fee. Even if you report a case and I'm supposed to go and do some investigations, the government facilitates me to go to the field and do those investigations and issue a judgment or a ruling. So the services are free. That mentality, really, people should stop having that mentality. The labor office is accessible at a 0 cost and industrial court. So the issue of costs should not be basically a hindrance in accessing services in our office.
The Kabale District Deputy RDC, Mr. Andrew Leonard Bakachi, said that there is lack of labor justice in the private sector, saying that he registers 2 to 3 cases a week concerning non-payments, harassments, and having no contracts.
When you look into details, more especially on the private sector, you find that there is lack of justice in the private sector towards workers. And yet here the theme is telling us that improving access to labor justice a prerequisite to increase the productivity. At least every week I register about 2 to 3 cases where employees are reporting their employers for non-payment, having no contracts, harassment, at least every week. And we have done whatever we can with the senior labor officer to see that we handle such cases. So my appeal to the employers as we celebrate Labor Day today is that let us improve on access to labor justice. That's when we shall have increased productivity. That's my first appeal. The second appeal is that even us who are already legally employed, we need to have increased productivity by avoiding tendencies that could lead to a decrease in productivity, such as corruption-related tendencies. Corruption has played a very big role to decrease on productivity of labor in our country.
Grant Mkwasibwe, Paul TV.